Good Thursday morning. It's still extremely hot here, and I'm enduring. I won't say I'm suffering, but I'm enduring because we've got so many fans going in the house, and obviously that whips up dust and things like that. I've got sort of an eye irritation over here in my left eye, and it's causing me to like tear up. Well, I easily tear up. I'll go to a movie. I'll tear up right on cue. But I am sort of watching this, and Constance is helping me with eye drops, and I put like a warm tea bag on it. It was pretty cool. Today I would like to do, briefly, with your permission, a little meditation. Now, I don't always do meditation because I'm always busy self-promoting and things like that. But I'd like to do a little meditation. And it's based on a little section from Crowley's The Heart of the Master. And it deals with the dynamics of the tree of life. As a matter of fact, in order for, if you're going to play this back and take part in this little meditation, you'll probably want to have a tree of life similar to this, sort of at hand. Okay, it's kind of the tree of life that has the three veils of the negative, if you will, even before number one. It's got Ain, which here is called nothing, and it's identified with 3 zeros. So this is the third most sublime form of nothing, Ain. And then there's Ein Sof, which is limitless, or the boundless nothing. And then there's just regular old-fashioned zero that we can almost wrap our brains around the concept, boundless light. And if you can sort of imagine those three veils of the negatives as sort of a mechanism, like an old-fashioned camera lens, that when it's open wide, it all the light is coming in, but when it snaps shut on itself, it snaps into the center, and in a beautiful mechanical way, and that center is like a dot. So just imagine an old-fashioned lens going and focusing to just a dot in the middle, and that dot is the first one, the first actual singularity that we can almost wrap our meat brains around the concept. So as we proceed with our little meditation this morning, it'd be nice for you to have at hand a tree of life similar to this. I'm going to just to remind folks where we are, I'm going to use this little diagram of the tree of life that's included with every deck. Oh, here comes some shameless promotion. Every deck of the new edition of Tarot of Ceremonial Magic has one of these trees of life in it. This is the one that on the inside of the box is all of the information on which tarot cards rule what days of the year and things like that. It's a very handy thing. That's the back of that box of the new edition. But anyway, so much for this shameless self-promotion. I'm going to go through this kind of two ways. one way, just the pure essence of the masters, whoever Crowley was representing here, comments or the verses of each of these Sephiroth or concepts, and then the narrative or the vision. Much as I hate guided meditations, I hate guided meditations just generally. You're now opening a green door, and you're seeing a man in a yellow robe with large feet, with fish sticks in his toes, and he's munching the fish stick. Now, if you're not seeing your own vision, don't try to see another person's visions. So anyway, I digress. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off with just the text part over here. Okay, we could call that the holy verse, and then the comments underneath will be the comments of the master. So I'll just read the holy verses first. This is for the 3 zeros. Ain. Nothing only exists and is all things. We could chew on that all day. 0, 0, 0. Nothing only exists and is all things. 0, 0. There is no limit. 0. The sum of all is boundless light. 1. Thou art that which thou choosest to think thyself, immune to all, for it is nothing but a point of view. 2. The name, which is thy word, is the substance of thy will, whose mode of action constitutes existence, or chaos, number 2. Chance. The name which is thy word is the substance of thy will, whose mode of action constitutes existence, chance. 3. That which thou createst is thine understanding of thy love. 4. The necessity of the universe is the measure of thy righteousness. Wow. The necessity of the universe is the measure of thy righteousness. 5. The movement of the universe is the fulfillment of thine energy. 6. The order of the universe is the expression of thy rapture of beauty. 7. The sensibility of the universe is the triumph of thine imagination. 8. The mutability of the universe is the splendor of thine ingenuity. 9. The stability of the universe is change. the assurance of thy truth. Finally, 10. The perfection of the universe is the realization of the ideal of thy passion. Okay. Now, in the spirit of the guided meditations that I just claimed I abhorred, relax and listen to this. It is not given to flesh and blood till they be 7 times purged through and through, to dwell in the sanctuary of the heart of the Master. My fervor is exhausted, my faith fails. I fall from the rapture of passion that pours through the abyss of space. All things feel it. All things live by it. Yet nothing that knows itself knows it as it is. So now I, burning up, yet not burnt through, in the glory of that light, vibrating to, yet not vibrating altogether with, the vigor of that pulse, am just so far attuned to the heart of the Master that what was pure rapture in that sublime moment of union is translated into what now seems a solemn music, borne very far through the still air. A voice declaring the secret of the sanctuary to every ear in just such measure that that ear is able to receive it. A voice declaring the secret of the sanctuary to every ear in just such measure as that ear is able to receive it. The 10 secret joys of the Master. At first, the music is as if muffled, a murmur of the wind behind impenetrable veils. Nothing only exists and is all things. After a pause of deeply rooted silence, there is no limit. Silence again, as if the very bowels of nature were thrilled with stillness. The sum of all is boundless light. Now, there is suddenly a gathering together of the essence of silence. It is as if focused to a point. Thou art that which thou choosest to think thyself, immune to all, for it is nothing but a point of view. Now there bursts forth a wave of light and rolls forth the majesty of thunder. Thy name, which is thy word, is the substance of thy will, whose mode of action constitutes existence, chance. The music swiftly sinks to a low, brooding rapture, solemn and slow. That which thou createst is thine understanding of thy love. Then comes a sudden shaking and confusion, as if the harmony were broken up into innumerable fragments, clashing together, nor is there any speech articulate, until a fearful blast peals forth a trumpeting of majesty. But within the blare of the tempest sounds a voice steady and stern, yet full of peace and kindness. The necessity of the universe is the measure of thy righteousness. Now follows martial music, wild, full of rushing fire. The movement of the universe is the fulfillment of thine energy. And this is blended with the echo of all former voices and their music, so that the whole abyss filled with their orchestration to one symphony. Number 6. The order of the universe is the expression of thy rapture of beauty. This fades away into a deep and tender tune, like nightingales beside a waterfall, and the voice comes twittering. 7. The sensibility of the universe is the triumph of thine imagination. Quick thrills inform the air, the perpetual choir of myriad of young boys and girls. 8. The mutability of the universe is the splendor of thine ingenuity. 9. And now again, all sound is gathered into one, an endless monotone of power impregnable, like the trumpeting of an elephant in spring. 9. The stability of the universe is change, the assurance of thy truth. Then, last of all, the soul of music takes the shape of a pure maiden's voice as she sings. 10. The perfection of the universe is the realization of the ideal of thy passion. Lo, in the silence following, is my spirit so enlightened at its apprehension of these secret joys of the Master, that I, once more lost to myself, and lived again for a little while in him. And that's our little meditation on that section of the Heart of the Master and our little trip down the Tree of Life. So until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.